Alright, so we're on the first week of July. We're out here at the apiary. Kevin and Blake are here with me. And today we're going to look to see if the bees have taken to the new frames, if they've started drawing on the new frames added from the new brood box. Because last week we had added our second brood box in the bee castle hive. And we're also going to see if the bees are ready in the white castle hive to add our first super. So that's our main goals for today, so let's go ahead and jump on it. It's a little tall, so we're going to let Kevin open it up here.
Anything on there?
Nope.
How much did they drink?
I don't know yet.
I think they drank all of it.
Drink.
It is gone.
Yeah!
Just about gone?
Get out of there. Yeah, he'll get out on his own.
Okay. Alright, so 1 week they drank all of the simple syrup. You can go ahead and take that. Can you hand me that other here, Blake, and I'll pop this out.
Bees! Hi! Hi, bees. One bee. Dad, I think a bee's dying. Yeah, I did.
Alright, you want to go ahead and take that top off? You think you can get it? If
You got that top?
Hey, here, careful. Just be careful with it. No? Alright.
Is it stuck?
Stuck.
It's probably stuck.
Yeah, it's stuck. Pretty good, too.
The crowbar tool can get it out.
It can.
Yeah, it's definitely stuck. Okay, you ready?
Careful, straight up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Use your thumbs. Straight up with it. There you go. Alright, look at the bottom underneath of it. What do you see? Anything?
See anything, Blake?
Underneath of it.
Yeah, underneath the other side.
Of it.
Other side. Here, let me hold it for you. What do you see? Anything?
Structure cone.
Okay. There's all
Got some
kinds of...
structure, maybe some honeycomb.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So this is our second brood box, so that's pretty good. So this is the top. So if you guys remember, these three frames, 6, 7, and 8, were brought up from the lower brood box, and then these first 5 and these last 2 were brand new frames.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Did you label them?
I did not label these because I didn't know if I wanted to label them like something else.
Well, how about go A, B, C, D?
We could do that.
We could just do alphabet.
Yeah, we could do that. So let me grab a... Do you want to go ahead and remove
Clean some of this off?
Yeah.
J. Until J, Dad.
Alright, so go ahead and start with A, B, and C. Set them down and
We'll see what we got.
see if they've taken to any of the new ones.
You'll see on this side.
So this was blank as of Monday.
It's not blank anymore.
And they have just about fully drawn it out with, you got honey and just a little bit of bee bread in there.
Bee bread.
And pollen.
Pollen patty.
Cool. And I didn't see any eggs, so I'm down.
I didn't see any eggs either. I saw no queen. I saw no eggs. I saw nothing.
So 1 week and almost fully drawn comb, and that was on D.
Yeah.
So E was brand new too, so I'm really excited to see that.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wowie, wow, wow, wow.
That tool's quite handy, I have to say.
Go ahead.
Can I lift it up?
It's kind of heavy.
It's kind of heavy, Bub, and it's a little above your head. Alright, so this is the outside of E. and it's fully drawn out. I would say that's fully drawn out, and it's about 70% filled with eggs, and just along the top here and along this side is all filled with honey. So go ahead and here, I'll bring it up just a little bit. There we go. All right, go ahead and give her a flip, Kevin.
If I can have a hand, I have a bee between my two fingers that I would use.
There you go. I got it.
Do not want to kill them. Which side am I right? Is this right?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, can I tell?
All right. Yeah, go ahead, Blake. What do you see?
I see a structure comb.
Point at it. There's no structure comb on that.
Actually, no structure comb, but I found capped honey.
Yep, don't lean on that. Yep, there's capped honey.
And I found pollen and nectar right there.
There's a little bit of pollen. There's nectar all through here. And then down in here, it's all eggs. All in this little bit of darker yellow. Little bit of darker yellow area right there is all eggs. And I don't see the queen on this one. So let me pick it up just a little bit, and I'll just move this one back, and I'll go ahead and let you set that right back down in there. And then on this next one, I'll let you separate
Blow
it.
this off real quick, and I'm
Yeah,
going to get rid of
and then
this
you can-
before we do that.
Wait, they're all huddling up, so.
We have some structure comb sitting on top here. I'm going to try and get rid of some of it.
So this one was down on the first brood box.
Hey, Dad,
Yeah, Blake.
the thorax on that one's black and white.
So this one has some capped brood along the bottom, some eggs in the middle right here, and then some capped honey, just a little bit of capped honey on the top. This is the frame. This is 6, right? Yep. This is the frame that we brought the queen up last time. So go ahead and flip her around, Kevin.
Hold that side for me.
And then all new larva, not as much capped brood, a little bit of capped honey on the top. There's a little bit of structure on the bottom right here that I'm just going to take off with my hand. There's a drone cell right there.
How about this up here?
There's a couple of drone cells right here.
I found 3
Hang
drone
on
cells.
1 sec.
Hey, Dad, I found 3 drone
What's that,
cells.
Kevin?
How about this stuff up here?
I should probably remove the stuff on the top just because they'll probably just keep building up.
Keep building the structure over. This is going to be a job.
So you got to make sure you're set on something, but don't just set it straight down because you're above a bunch of bees. So I'm gonna go ahead and smoke these guys a bit. Kevin a bit. Smoke Kevin a bit.
I'm calming down.
Kevin's calming down.
That's a lot of honey.
It is a lot of honey.
It's dripping down, too.
Yep. They'll get it. They'll re-get it.
Get off there, dude. Get off there.
Alright. So go ahead and set her back. Just over here.
See any structure underneath there?
There are some cells right here that are a little oblong, but I don't think they're
There's some honey on the other one.
I don't think they're queen cells. So I'm gonna leave it alone. So go ahead and put that one back in there.
Am I clear, Blake?
Yeah.
Easy. Okay, so let's see. So fully capped brood, a little bit of honey on the corners. I don't see the queen. So go ahead and flip her around. Got it?
So
I'm
there,
going to take this off the bottom. Go ahead, Blake.
so there is a lot of capped brood and capped honey. Well, not a lot of capped honey, but there's 2 corners full of it.
Yeah, 2 little corners. In the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we got to take the next box off.
Oh, we do?
Yep.
All right, so
Okay.
we're good there.
So again, don't see the queen on that one, so Kevin's going to put it back. Blake did really good. Blake got his first bee in his suit, and he didn't freak out. He just did what he was supposed to, which was tell me we got the bee out and nobody got stung. Alright, number 8. So this is the last one that we brought up. Gosh, I can't believe D and E are basically filled.
This thing is growing big time. Get off there.
You know what? Next week, if everything goes according to plan, next week, if they fill up B and C, these guys will be ready for a super. So I'll pick this one up. So there's a lot of structure on the bottom. I know I'm kind of in the way a little bit, but they'll look pretty good. There is... I don't see eggs in these vacant ones, but I see a one hatching right now at the end of my thumb, about an inch from my thumb. And I bet that all of these just recently hatched. I'm not sure if the one on the bottom here is a queen cell or not, but I don't believe it is. I'm going to now hand it to Kevin. Got it? Okay. Looking for the queen on this side. Filled with larvae, not really any capped brood just yet, just filled with larvae, and then again corners of honeys. I'll go ahead and take this little bit of structure comb / honeycomb on the top off.
Can I take this one off?
Sure. Can you?
Be careful, you're on a bee. Yeah, you're on a bee. Let him smoke it first before you do
Okay,
that.
Dad. Can you smoke it?
Yeah. Can you lift it up higher, Kevin? So even though there's not any smoke in here, just the air coming through. Go ahead and give it a try, Blake. Just go slow, and when you're grabbing, let them come out. Oh, I'm gonna have to have you turn around before I grab that. Go ahead and turn her around.
Hold this. Got it.
Yeah, set the corner right here. Oh, this corner. Set the corner right there. Don't let it fall. Just like that.
I did that
Got it?
once.
I got it.
Yep, you did. Just like how Blake did it last time in the last video, if you remember that, Kev.
Yeah, I've seen him do that before.
Come on, guys.
Wait, Dad, wasn't that one when we were marking the queen?
I think it was, because I had to grab the queen.
Kevin wasn't with us.
I know, that
But
was
he
a
might
dumb
have seen the
deal.
video.
Have you?
I have not seen the video to that. My mom probably has, though. There's a little structure up here. Let's get it off of there real
Where?
quick. It's right here. Hold that steady for me, would you? Come on, guys, get off of there. Get off of there.
The black one. Black.
Alright, go ahead and grab
Oh,
the...
hold on a minute. Give me that thing again.
Alright, so this is I and J of the top. And we'll see, remember last week there was nothing on any of this. And then Blake,
God, it's heavy. If there was nothing on it, it's heavy now.
alright, so let's see what we got. nothing but honey, and then we got some bee bread and pollen down in through here. You can go ahead and flip it around.
Pull that side.
And then they've started drawing out on this side, and it's already filled with pollen. So you can go ahead and set that guy back.
I don't see any structure on this, so we're good there.
What's the pollen?
We're gonna grab it for the next box. Can you put that lid back on top of that? Because we're gonna set this box up there after. Yep, put it right back on top. Thank you, buddy. And then the last frame, Jay.
Shouldn't be a whole lot on this. I don't feel much.
Good job, Blake. Can you go set that on the picnic table by the
A
bucket?
little bit of structure going up, I think. Nothing inside there yet. Obviously, I don't believe the queen would be here.
No,
So-
just a little bit of honey. All right, let's close these guys up. So this week they're on D. If next week they make it to B, we're gonna add a super on this. And I'm very confident that they'll be able to do that. So now what Kevin's gonna do is he's gonna pick this entire brood box up and he's gonna set it on our other little box over there. So just the top one. It's gonna be heavy. Yep, you're coming. Slow, yep, perfect.
Is it super heavy?
Yay, Kevin.
It is heavy.
Okay, can I do this one?
All right. We're gonna do a little bit of everything.
We got a little work to do here first.
So Kevin's gonna start taking. So if you remember, 1 and 3, or one and 2 didn't really have anything on it. 3 had a little bit on it. So let's see if they've really made any progress on these two.
It is stuck to the side. You got it? Okay, finally.
Careful.
That took some work.
Oh, you squished a bee.
All right. A little bit of starting here. And you'll see on the flip side where they are really starting. You can see where they're all starting to come over here and build some structure.
Straight
A
up.
little bit right up here starting to go in. I'm going to have you clear as much of that gunk off as possible. Will that come off?
I ain't gonna worry about that.
You gonna worry about it?
No, I want to get into these because those guys are now outside the hive, so I want to get through this. Nope, we're gonna send them all
Lean
up.
it.
All right, so number 3. Careful, Blake. Don't squish this bee.
Got it?
Okay,
Okay, so
show the camera.
we have some comb and
That's it. Just some honeycomb on this one. There wasn't that, so that was new this week.
and on the other side there's some more comb. And I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check 4 out.
You can bring that one out too.
You sure?
Yeah, we just need the room.
If it's heavy, Blake, let me know. Heavy?
Not really.
Careful.
Just go slow when you're setting it down. Good job.
Okay, so yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, I think so.
There's like a lot of comb and stuff on there. Okay, so there's nectar and comb and a little honeycomb, and we have a lot of nectar. So
That's it. Just the nectar.
now you can flip it over.
Hold this. Okay. Swing it around. There you go.
And we also have capped honey and more nectar.
Yeah, that's like a whole honey frame. Is that number 4?
Yes,
That's how it mostly was last time. You see how it's flat?
Yeah.
That's when you can touch them together. All right, Blake.
Look at that honey.
Number 5.
It's heavy.
Number 5 is heavy.
I found a bee. with pollen on its legs.
Alright, so we have number 5, full of comb, full of nectar. Remember, we're always still looking for the queen. This side's full of brood, and we've got honey on the top. Alright, watch out, Blake.
Anything we need
I
to
got
take
one
off?
side.
You can take 4 all the way to the one side. Nope.
No, I could take
Huh?
this one.
Oh, they just keep getting heavier, britches.
Oh.
Actually, this is the first new frame that we put in. So we can actually label these. And they've got that pretty much about 60% drawn out. That's mostly honey. And then our queen is on this side.
What do you see here?
And she's got eggs. So,
Let me
Blake,
look.
stay up there.
I found her.
Yep. So she's right there with the green dot on her. There's some eggs on this, and that's new comb.
Let's see where she is.
She is right there.
Right in the middle.
You see her right there.
Kevin's colorblind, can't see the color green.
Oh, I see her, but I am so colorblind.
All right, we're gonna
Couldn't you
set her back
guys
down.
use yellow or something? That's funny.
I got it.
All right. So we're gonna label these. I'm just gonna grab the marker. So easy.
Hold on,
Careful. Careful. Go slow. Don't drop them. Keep them over the. There you go. Can you hold it higher? You just look on that side. Don't worry about looking on this side. So we've got a bunch of honeycomb, and there are some eggs in the middle of that. And we've got a little bit of structure that we can take. What's that, Blake?
We have some comb on this side.
On that side?
Yeah, in
Can you flip it around? Set a corner down. Keep the bees in the hive. There you go. Got it?
Yeah.
Alright, and it looks like we've got some comb started here. This is all new this week. So we're going to go ahead and set these guys back down in the hive. And I think, wasn't it the other way?
Yeah, I think it was.
Let's go ahead and flip it the other way. I'll help you, Blake. Because when you lean on bees. I got it. So we're out of smoke, so we got to do this without smoke. So go ahead, go. Okay. Good job.
I helped you.
Okay, so we had what on the top? Blake, what letters are we missing on the top?
We are
What does it say? A, B, what?
A, B, C, D, E, 6, 7, 8, J,
So you
I,
want
J.
F? Start with F for these three?
What are we starting with?
F.
F.
Next one would be G.
And then H,
H.
I.
No, I was on
You
the
freaked
top.
me out there for a minute. I was ready to drop an eye on there.
So I'm going to go ahead and start to remove the comb.
Kevin did it.
Easy.
Cool.
I did not see that coming.
Kevin just high-fived the queen.
I high-fived the queen.
That's rude.
Alright, so again, another full frame. If you want to go like that, a little closer, you can. So another, this is full of eggs, it's got pollen, and it's got nectar. How's the other side look?
There's some structure going. This is weird. You have to explain this to me. Is it just that it's building up?
Let me help you. I can probably figure it out.
Is it building up around the sides, or it looks like a hole there, like they're going in underneath a hole?
Yeah, so basically what they did is they started from the outside and went in, and there was a bee that kind of went rogue. So if you can see that there, we're going to have to remove all of that because they didn't build it correctly, so we're going to remove all of that. So I'm going to remove it.
Kevin can hold it.
Kevin can work on the next frame. I'm going to remove it.
You have to lift this one up.
And You don't
Well,
need
you
that.
need this.
You need that.
I can
Yeah, you need to lift that up. It's so heavy.
Oh my lord, you are right, Blake. This is seriously heavy.
I couldn't even pick it up. It's standing with it.
Well, on my side, we have some capped brood.
Do you see anything?
We have some capped honey, and a lot of it up in
the corners.
But over here we have some capped honey, some structure, and it's so heavy I can't see if there's any eggs in there. Do you see any eggs, Blake, inside the structure? Anything? Any larvae, anything at all?
Yeah.
You don't see anything?
I see one egg.
See one egg in here?
Yeah.
Okay. And if I flip this over, you'll see what I'm talking about with the... Here, hold this up for me, Blake. And I'm going to rotate it. And then I'll grab this side. And on this side, you can definitely see some capped brood and capped honey. So, and it is absolutely covered. Alright, there seems to be nothing on the outside, so I can sit this back in there. Oh, you want to put that in first?
So I removed those two sections so they can start fresh and do it a little more neatly. And I did remove a few eggs, but I think it's better to give them a more neat cell and move forward with that. So I just gently removed it, and I just went slow. If the slower you go, the bees will move out of the way. Go ahead.
Go ahead and take that out.
This one was really heavy.
Yeah, it is. I'll give you that, Blake.
All right.
This was heavy.
So this one, they had just barely lightly touched this one. It's number 10 last week. Full of pollen and full of nectar. So we're going to go ahead and set this one back down. And we're going to go ahead and get these guys closed up pretty quick so we can leave them be.
Go dump it. Not much to say, we're just starting the next box.
Yep, start the next box.
Open it up, Kevin. Wait.
Uh-oh.
Before we open it up,
many.
there are
Bring it over
some
here.
ants. There's some ants and sugar.
Yep, there's a little bit of sugar on there. So go ahead and knock it off, clean it off. Kevin's gonna start opening up.
You ready?
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Let's take it off. I've got it a little stuck, but there we go.
Good job, bud. You wanna put it back in?
Yeah. I'm just scraping.
Put it back in and just keep it low. Don't scrape it all on.
Looks like they have also taken out all of the sugar water.
They have?
None left.
None left.
So
That one's not even stuck.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Now, last time we were in this hive, these guys were real angry. And I don't know if it's because I high-fived the queen or because they used this main entrance up top here. So we're gonna go ahead and remove these guys.
Or some bees
Once
died.
they fly away, I'm gonna go ahead and switch them out. Go ahead, Kevin.
Can I open it?
I think it's just
gonna be
stuck.
stuck.
Now can I check? After you get it unstuck. Never mind.
Wow.
Wait, let me
Beautiful.
check on the bottom.
Yep, flip it over.
Nothing, just bees.
Nothing there?
Just bees. All right, I'll take it and put it towards. So these guys are really calm. So hopefully we can keep them that way.
So apparently you guys had a little incident with bees. Did you do something to the queen? You high-fived her? Never do that with the queen.
All right, let's get into them. Never high-five the queen.
I know.
Can't touch the queen. She's the queen. queen bee.
Be a queen bee.
Alright, so they still haven't really touched the first one. Go ahead and set it down.
See?
Probably gonna need the tool.
Yeah. It's not really stuck though.
Come on, guys. No.
Here, let me show you something, Kevin. If you just take your tool and then just push it in them, and then just turn, they will move out of the way. You can go fast, and then right before you're about to touch the bee, you just go slow.
I didn't think about using the other side of the tool.
And then they'll just move out of your way. You don't need to like flick them, you know.
I didn't realize that I had to.
Who's pulling it out?
Me.
You ready? You want to hold it?
Okay, on two, there's some.
You want to talk about it? I'll hold it for you and you talk about it.
So there's some comb, and that's about it.
That's it. Move to the next one.
Nothing on the other
And
side?
there's not really much, but there's starting comb.
A little bit. You can set that. You're gonna have to set like the first like 3 out, just cause. Easy, Blake. Gotta go slow. You gotta go slow when you're going to touch them. You gotta go touch them slow, and then once you have a grip, yep, then you can push it out. Easy.
Okay, my finger's just the thing got just.
Yeah, it gets stuck.
There's comb and
You see any eggs, or is it all nectar?
it's nectar and pollen. Actually, no pollen.
There's some eggs in there too.
Yeah.
All right, you can go ahead and set that out. There's a little bit of capped honey on it too.
Yeah, some capped honey on there.
Okay, we're in queen territory, so we got to be extra careful. All right, so there's a lot of larvae on here. There's a lot of capped honey. There's a lot of capped honey. There's a couple of capped larvae, and that's all I see on this side. What do we got on the other side?
Grab this, swing it around. I got it.
All right, so we're full of eggs here, and there's a little bit of honey on the top, but basically right below on this dome right here, all this in here is all eggs. There's definitely a lot of newly hatched bees in here. A lot of little newly hatched bees. You know, jeez, don't squish the guy.
Wow. It's like down and then up.
Yep. So we've got
I don't know what that is.
so we've got capped honey here, and then capped brood all in here. I'm looking for the queen. I don't see her on this side. Hold it up a little, Kevin. I'm just gonna remove this structure right here on the bottom. Okay, go ahead and flip her around. You helping him?
Yeah. He is a big help because these things are hard to maneuver on the other side.
All right, lots of capped brood. There's lots of capped brood here, and a little bit of honey along the top here. So all that'll be hatched in the next week. So Kevin, you can go ahead and put that back in, and we'll take the next one out, and within the next 2 or 3 we'll see the queen. Alright, our queen is right here on the edge.
That's worrisome.
Yep, and she's going back. She's going back to the other side, so just set this one back in ever so gently. Remember, queen's on your left hand.
Left hand?
Yep, he's on the edge of the left hand, so if you're gonna just take it nice and easy and don't drop it.
Can you grab it?
You can let the whole thing go. All right, let's grab number 8. All right, yep, a lot more of the same. Honey around. Most of this is either capped brood or newly laid eggs. And I'm sure the other side's pretty much the same as well.
There's something on the bottom you might want to take off.
Okay. I was gonna keep it on.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. Ooh, if there's any...
Pretty much the same over here. A lot of cap. And a little bit of honey in the right hand corner.
Yep. So I'm not seeing any big cells like we saw in the bee castle hive. It's kind of funny, you can see differences. They're making larger cells in the bee castle hive. They're making larger cells in the bee castle hive. They're almost twice as productive. What? Oh, a tick? Good job, Blake. Good job, Blake. So there's almost twice as many bees now in the bee castle hive. They seem to be twice as productive.
This one's super heavy.
That one is full of honey, and there's a lot of, it's a lot more of the same, but there is more honey on this one. There is a lot more honey on this one, all up in here.
Yeah, this has got tons of honey.
Okay. And then frame number 10. So again, there's like double the amount of bees in the bee castle one. They're building at almost double the rate than the white painted hive. They're making those larger cells. You're going to take 10 out. They're making larger cells, like those drone cells, more drone cells than this. Number 10, and they're way more active. There's thousands of bees flying around right now. So just a little bit of comb, and then the other side, and they're capping. This is going to be an all honeycomb cell. So let's go ahead and close these guys up.
Yeah, these guys are getting pretty angry.
They're pretty angry. They're pretty active. Now, if you remember, all of the, go ahead and start closing them up. All of these guys are the same Italian bees, and they've even come from the same package. The only difference is that they had a different queen in here because we left the original queen in the bee castle hive. That's really the only difference. We've given them each pollen pad. Blake, you want to grab the pollen patty? Put that down for a sec and grab the pollen patty. And set it out of the way so it's not in Kevin's way. They've had the same amount of food. We've given them pollen patties when needed. Same size box. They're in the same area. All the same. I do have to say these ones are a little bit neater, but they're definitely slower and they're not producing as much as See, that guy just stung my glove right there. And he was stuck. He was stuck until I removed him. All right, Blake, I'm gonna have you stand over there for now. And just wait until we get all of these frames in. We'll give them easy. Give them some pollen.
They are really not happy.
They're not happy, and I don't know why.
They're not happy at all. They're not anywhere near as docile as the other one. Not even close.
This one's tiny.
Yeah, they're all. If we weren't wearing our suits,
We'd be getting stung.
we wouldn't even be here. We'd be getting stung so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and set a little chunk of pollen patty there. Kevin's gonna close them up.
Well, what do you think? What makes them more aggressive, Ben?
Okay, so what I'm pretty sure what it is that the reason these guys are so much more aggressive is because when we open it up, we get rid of their entrance. When we take this center section off, we get rid of their entrance. They use the bottom section. Here, I'll move the camera up a little bit. So they have the bottom entrance, but they really haven't been using it much. They've been using that top center entrance, and when we get rid of that, I feel like the bees have no idea where to go because they leave pheromones and odors around their entrance, and that's how they get back to the hive. So when we move that and it's totally gone, and when our hands are all over it, I think that just confuses them, and I think that's why they get all stressed out. So another good day. The Bee Castle hive is doing amazing. They've probably... What are you doing, Blake? Oh, helping a bee out? Blake's trying to help a bee get off the ground. So Bee Castle's been doing amazing. They've drawn out probably 3+ full comb on 3 different frames. The white painted hive has produced just a little bit more. Not that much. I think we'll probably hold off until maybe next week to add the super because they still had 2 blank frames. So I think we will add the super next week whether they've grown or not, just so they can keep building comb somewhere else and they get a little more room. And then I think next week too we'll also start a little earlier in the morning and when it's cooler out, and we'll start with the white painted hive, and hopefully that'll keep them a little more docile, because when we entered in the white painted hive,
it had been a while longer. It took us a long time.
It took us a long time to get through that, and they were calm. So, again, thank you so much for watching. Blake, good job on being calm with the bee in your suit. He's on the ground. He's not paying attention.
Yeah.
He's giving a bee mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
He's giving a bee mouth-to-mouth. All right, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.